we jamming to today?
Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
And they were a fantastic band. So tell us a little bit about them.
So you're changing the script on me here, so I wasn't even prepared for this.
That's okay. We've done this 3 times, so go ahead.
Now, this is only the second time for this one.
Okay.
So Bob Seger in the 60s was banging around, doing some music here and there. But in 1973, he put together the Silver Bullet Band, and the rest was history.
And his band, it's not just guitars. They have a full on band. What were
keyboards, they had guitars, they had backup singers, obviously drums. They had a full horn section. I bet you there's at least 12 people up on stage.
Oh, definitely so, definitely so. And then what did he play? He played all different kinds.
He had multiple guitars. He hit the keyboard. He obviously all the vocals. And 74 years old, and he's still banging out the hits. And this is it for him. He did add about 20 or 30 more shows this summer, but I think he's calling it quits.
All right, and what trivia do we have today?
So we got 2 of them today, if I can actually get through them.
Okay.
So, in what movie was his song Shakedown in?
Okay.
And the second one is, wipe the drool from Michelle, what movie starring her hunk, Tom Cruise, was the song Old Time Rock and Roll? And I might be performing that later in the show.
So I have to know the movie.
Yeah, I know the movie. I made it easy, not the songs.
Okay, because I thought you had to know. So we were down at Emily Arena, which is near
Channelside and then Ybor and what many are calling Vivek Town for the Lightning's owner. He is transforming the whole area. I believe Bill Gates is in on it, but when it's all said and done, besides the USF Medical School, more museums and a ton of residential housing, condos and townhomes, the place is just going to be off the hook.
And it is a beautiful pieces of real estate down there with the water. And as we were walking around, I noticed different, like you said condos.
And you have the port there. Across from the port, you have the shipyards, which they're cleaning up a little bit, but you do have the port right there.
Right. So I just wanted to give some people some information as far as real estate goes down there. I looked it up today, and there are about 55 condos and townhouses that are available for sale. They're ranging in price anywhere from your 1-1s at $248 to your penthouses types 3.5 million, and they are spectacular. I looked at pictures and where they're located, and some of the condos there that are on Harbor Isle are Channel District, and in the Channel District there are 2 of them. So This week we'll just do the Harbor Isle and the Channel District, and there are about 50 homes available. Any of our agents or any of us can show you those homes. They are just spectacular. Definitely want to look at them.
And while we were walking up to the arena, we walked by 2 new ones where there used to be just empty buildings and a couple of bars. And people are going in, out them. They're out on their balconies, just having a great time watching the crowds go by. And
walking their dogs.
If you're into the concerts or the Lightning, what a great place to live.
Definitely. So just imagine just going to these concerts, and then when you're done, you get to just walk on home. I thought it was pretty cool. So I thought, we would zero in on, Channelside's homes and such. So what else do we know about the Silver Bullet Band and Bob Seger?
So again, they started in 1973, so about 46 years. They were all in, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band were inducted in the Hall of Fame 2004. I think pretty much, or at least 90% of what we've seen this year, they're all in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They really hit it big on their album Live Bullet, which was recorded in 1976, and that just set them way above the stratosphere.
And I got my mood ring and my mood earrings to go with our jive here.
Our 70s, 80s themes.
70s, 80s theme. And what are some of their most famous songs that we
So some of the famous ones are Like a Rock, which everybody probably knows. Chevy adopted that one. I'm a Ford guy. Turn the Page, Against the Wind, Roll Me Away, which was the name of the tour. If Michelle turns around, I believe it's on the back. It's the Roll Me Away tour. And Main Street. And then, like I said, the 2 songs as part of the trivia were Shakedown and Old Time Rock and Roll, and the hits just go on and on. I think he did hour and 50 minutes, maybe 2 hours, and it was just fantastic.
And there wasn't a bad seat in the
No.
joint. You could see it. And one thing at Emily Rita, they just know how to do the lighting, and everybody's just part of it. And people are standing and dancing, and
they redid
it's a lovely time when we go there.
Yep, they redid all the acoustics a few years ago with the convention there, and the sound's phenomenal. And you don't see it for concerts, but the Jumbotron in the center drops over center ice. It goes up for concerts, but it's a fantastic facility.
Yep, and they have all different price ranges on tickets, so everybody could go, and from the front row to the nosebleed section, they're all you're there for music.
They're great.
Definitely so. So what are the answers to our trivia?
So before we go to that, so he's known being a Detroit guy, but I know a little inside info from our friend Janice, because when we were up there in 2014 for Hockey Nationals, it was in Troy, Michigan, and we actually drove by Janice's old house, and caddy corner behind their house is where Bob Seger's house was, so got to see that.
Wow.
So the trivia questions are, who's going to forget Tom Cruise sliding across the foyer in his underwear and his shirt? And that was Old Time Rock and Roll and Risky Business.
Yep.
And the movie where Shakedown was in the lead, it was Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop 1.
Those are famous shows from our time. And we tend to, gear towards the 80s, because that's when we grew up. And
80s were the best.
80s were
As
the
you
best
can
music.
see back here, and you've seen in our parts of the recording studio here.
So now we've seen the Blood, Sweat, and Tears lead singer.
Was part of The Voice.
The Voice.
Yep.
And then Adam Lambert is from the American Idol. So, those shows are really producing some great singers.
And down the road, we're going to be seeing Journey and their lead singer now, Michael Panada, I believe it is. They found him on a YouTube video because he was doing a cover of Journey. And so you just never know where your talent's going to come from anymore. It used to be, his hometown guys, and they were in bands from their early teen years, and now, they're having to find some replacements. And between the talent shows on TV and YouTube, which make sure you watch us on YouTube every chance.
Watch our YouTube channel, Rocking Florida Real Estate.
And then September, we've got The Who also at Amalie.
So, all right, well, we're going to wrap this one up. And we hope that you enjoyed our review of Bob Seger Band. Hopefully you'll be able, in the Silver Bullet Band, I should say. Hopefully you're going to be able to get on the Ticketmaster and see some concerts that are coming up. Maybe we'll see you there.
Ticketmaster, Vivid Seats, any of those.
Yep, any of those. And we'll see you next week, where we're going to do one of the most spectacular concerts as far as showman was Kiss. And so that one will be a fun one to do as well.
Yep. That just amazing. You'll get all of it.
Amazing. So I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week on Rockin'
Florida Real Estate.